Louis Vuitton is releasing some really exciting new products this month, and we are going to preview them all in today's video. We will be looking at a few new women's bags in monogram canvas, including the re-release of a fan favorite, as well as the re-release of a discontinued fragrance. And make sure you watch until the end so you can enter my giveaway. Hey there, this is Alula West Lux. Thank you so much for joining me in another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I am so happy to have you here. I make a lot of videos on how to make smarter luxury shopping decisions based on my own personal experiences. I also like to preview new releases at one of my favorite brands, Louis Vuitton. If that interests you, I hope you will click that subscribe button so you don't miss my future videos. Let's get right into it. We have a lot of really exciting things to cover in today's video. All of these pieces are launching in June 2025. All of the bags that I am previewing will release on June 27th, but most of them are already open for pre-order. If you have a client advisor or if you want to contact client services, you can do that using the information that I will provide on these pieces in today's video. Let's get started with a fan favorite that so many people are excited to see is coming back in 2025. If you already subscribed to my channel, you probably saw my community post on this. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen this in my broadcast channel. Make sure you're following me there. I'm talking about the Eva Clutch. This was a huge bestseller at Louis Vuitton before it was discontinued, I believe somewhere around 2017, and it will be re-released in monogram canvas only so far on June 27th. If you are interested in pre-ordering this piece, I know it is already open for pre-orders in the United States. I have the item code on screen here and the price. This will be $1,430 US or 1,150 euro. This is more or less the same as the original Eva Clutch with a couple changes. First of all, this is slightly longer than the original Eva Clutch by about 3 centimeters. The measurements of the new clutch are 27 centimeters in length, 11 centimeters in height, and 5 centimeters in depth. I also have the measurements in inches on screen. One thing that's different on the new Eva Clutch is the strap. The original came with both a chain strap and a leather crossbody strap. The new bag will not come with the leather crossbody strap, just the chain strap only. For the higher price point, I do wish they had still included both straps. Another difference is the plate on the front of the bag. The original had Louis Vuitton written out in script on the plate. The new version will have just a small plate that says Louis Vuitton Paris in just plain sans serif font, and again, that's a little disappointing to me. I wish they had kept the original Louis Vuitton script. I think it looks just a little bit nicer. But other than that, it's basically the same bag. If you like the Eva Clutch and you still have one in your closet, now is the time to pull it out again and start using it. Or if you're looking for one, I recommend look at the pre-loved market now. You can find these for under $1,000 pre-loved. I will link to some in the video description box. I'll have a shopping link, so I'll link to some of these on the pre-loved market if you're interested in finding one. Let's move on now to the next new bag that's releasing this month, and it is the Nano Boulognes. This is an existing design. We have the Boulognes in a few sizes, the PM and the MM size. Now we are also getting the Bologone Nano. It looks exactly like the original, it's just a smaller size. This will be priced at $1,980 US. One of the big differences between the larger size and the smaller one is that the Nano Boulognes just has a single zip closure, so you can just see the one zipper pull at the top of the bag. The larger versions have a double zip, and you can see the two zipper pulls in the center of the bag in the photo up on screen. Other than that, this will include a vachetta leather crossbody strap as well as a short chain strap. I don't have the exact dimensions of this bag yet. If I get them while I'm editing, I'll put the dimensions up on screen, but I did want to mention it that it is coming. And again, this is also releasing on June 27th. Another bag that's a brand new design launching this month is the Cookie BB. And this bag is as cute as the name would suggest. It's a little cookie bag. It reminds me a lot of the Loop GM, just put in the dryer and shrunken down to a little fun size bag. I really like this. This is in monogram canvas with the black treated leather trim. So they've decided to not use vachetta with this monogram canvas, but we do have the classic gold hardware. This bag is also a decent size. It measures 28 centimeters in length, 19 centimeters in height, and 5 centimeters in depth. I will have the measurements in inches on screen as well. I also really like the strap situation on this bag. There's two straps included, and there's a lot of versatility with these. The leather strap is adjustable. You can see the strap wraps around the side and all the way down to the bottom of the bag. So there's quite a bit of length to work with there. It is adjustable. It does also come with a short chain strap as well. So you can wear one strap or the other, or it looks like you can attach the straps together. So you could do the chain strap connected to the leather strap, which would then connect to the side of the bag. I hope that description makes sense. I think you could attach the chains and wear them both at once to potentially do a longer crossbody style bag. The black strap can also be folded up and attached to the same side of the bag, so you could carry it like a wristlet. The only thing I would caution you is that I think this photo of the bag as a wristlet style is very misleading, because when you have the strap attached to just one side of the bag, it's not going to hold that folded up fortune cookie shape. It's going to flatten out. I would have to wait until this bag is released and see it in person and look at it in store to really see how it's going to look when it's carried. I don't think it's naturally just going to hold that shape. The Cookie BB will be priced at $2,710 US or 2,200 euro. I would love to know in the comments section below what you think of the new Cookie BB. Do you think it's a cute bag, or do you think potentially this could be a flop? Before we move on to fragrances and the giveaway, the last piece releasing in monogram canvas this month that I want to talk about is a new version of what I have in here. So let's take a look at it. I am talking about the Toiletry Pouch Trio. I have the original version here in plain monogram canvas. And let me take out the smaller ones so we can see them all. And this will be re-released this month in a monogram / reverse monogram on the reverse side combination. I don't have a ton of information on this piece. I just saw that a client advisor had posted this on her Instagram page, so I wanted to also include it in this video. Again, if I get more information like the item ID, I will pop it up on screen or in a comment or in the video description box. Again, like all the other bags discussed earlier, this is releasing on June 27th. It is already open for pre-order in the United States. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same as the original. It has the 3 toiletry pouches in the same sizes as the original set, but they have monogram print on one side in varying sizes. So we have a small monogram print on the Toiletry 15, the smallest size. The middle size has the regular size monogram print, and then the largest size, which is equivalent to the Toiletry 26, has the giant monogram print. And then, as you can see in the picture, the side that has the zipper on it when it's opened, right? This side panel is reverse monogram, and the back is reverse monogram. So we have sort of a half and half design. The other difference is that all 3 pouches will have a red interior lining. The original, which I have here, has 3 different interior colors. We have pink, fuchsia on the smallest size, and then red in the middle size. The new version in reverse monogram will have red in all 3 pouches. I really like this set, so I think this is a great buy. Obviously, I have it myself, but unless you're absolutely set on having this in reverse monogram, I would recommend sticking with the original. The one in reverse monogram is priced at $1,890. So it's about $300 more than the current price of the original trio to get the reverse monogram on the one side of the pouch. Unless you are a hardcore reverse monogram fan, I say just stick with the originals. I think they're a really great functional set. But that's just my 2 cents. I would love to know what you think of the new Toiletry trio in reverse monogram. Leave a comment below. Do you think it's worth that higher price point? Now, let's move on to the fragrances, and fragrances will be a great segue into my giveaway. So there is a little hint for you. We have 2 new fragrance releases this month. The first fragrance is actually a limited edition of the eLVes Lovers fragrance that was released exactly 1 year ago. And this is kind of known as Pharrell's fragrance, right? He worked with the perfumer at Louis Vuitton, Jacques Cavalier Belletrude. So he's the perfumer for Louis Vuitton. Pharrell worked with him to, quote, capture sunshine in a bottle. That was released 1 year ago. For the 1 year anniversary, they've released the same fragrance, but in a special limited edition copper bottle. These bottles were handcrafted in Florence, Italy, using a special molding technique called lost wax molding. So it's my understanding that to use this technique, each bottles were individually handmade, and they have slight differences among all of the 30 bottles that were made. So yes, this is a very limited run, 30 bottles worldwide, and the best part, if you want one, it will set you back €5,000. And these are the standard 100 milliliter bottles. So it's a 3.4 ounce bottle of fragrance. So yes, this is nothing I am personally interested in and probably will be reserved for prestige and very, very important clients of the brand. But I just thought it was interesting and thought I would mention it here, the new $5,000 copper bottles of fragrance that Louis Vuitton is selling. The other fragrance releasing this month is a discontinued fragrance. It's been slightly reformatted. Louis Vuitton will be re-releasing Sun Song. This was originally released in 2019 and it was around for a few years. I forget exactly when it was discontinued. If you know, leave it in the comments section below. Pre-orders will open for Sun Song on June 19th, and it will officially be available July 3rd. The top notes are lemon, mid is orange blossom, and the base is musk. So very similar to the original, but from what I hear, it has been slightly reformulated. Hopefully the reformulations just improved the fragrance, but we'll see once it's actually released. So that is coming out soon in a few weeks, and this will be the normal price for fragrances at Louis Vuitton, which is currently $345 US and 300 euro. That price has actually increased recently on April 17th when one of the other new Louis Vuitton fragrances was released, Elle. On April 17th, the price of fragrances increased from $330 US to $345 US. So when this fragrance was released, you couldn't even buy it at the old price. It went up at the same time. I know some people put this in the cart, and while it was in their cart, the price increased $15 a bottle. That's actually a lot. The last fragrance I bought from Louis Vuitton was, I think, a year and a half or 2 years ago. I got a bottle of a Trop Rev, and at that time, fragrances were $260 a bottle. So in the past 2 years, the fragrance prices at Louis Vuitton have gone up about 25%. So that's a pretty big increase. But if you like the fragrance, I do think they're worth it. The ones that I have, I find have a really good longevity, and I really love them. As I said, this is one that I bought recently. This is the fragrance Elle, of course, from Louis Vuitton. This is the 100 milliliter bottle. And if you watch my channel, this is no surprise that I got this. I did do a review on this fragrance when I got some samples in when it was first released, and I did show a reel or a short that I got this fragrance, and I really love it. It's very well balanced. It is a floral fragrance. It's a very traditionally feminine fragrance. The main notes are rose centifolia and lily of the valley, but it does have a really nice depth to it that balance out the florals. There's a very slight touch of patchouli. I know that's turned off some people from this fragrance, but I will tell you the patchouli scent is not very heavy, so I would definitely give it a shot if you haven't tried this yet. I think it's absolutely wonderful. It's one of my new favorites for the summer. And speaking of fragrance, finally, drum roll, we have the giveaway. I will be giving away what is in this box right here. Let's open it up and take a look. I'm sure if you know Louis Vuitton, you know what's in this bag. You know what this is used for. Now, I have a few things I'm also including with the main giveaway. But yes, I'm sure you've guessed it by now. The main giveaway is a bottle of the new Louis Vuitton Elle fragrance. I love this so much. Excuse me. I love this so much. I bought a bottle, one for me and one for you guys. This is just a really small way for me to give back and say thank you to everyone who has followed along to my YouTube journey over the past 3 years, or whether you've just watched a couple videos. I really appreciate it. So I am giving away a bottle of the new Louis Vuitton Elle fragrance, and to go with it, I have a couple of other things. I will also be including a few, a few samples that came with it, including a sample of Elle. So if you haven't tried it, I am also including a sample. These are, I believe, 2 milliliter samples, so you can try out the fragrance before you open up the package if you prefer. I'm also including samples of a Trop Rev, which is one of my other favorite fragrances from Louis Vuitton, as well as Pacific Chill, which was released, I believe, last year, and it's a really great summer fragrance. So I'm including these 3 samples as well. And just a little something to commemorate the year of the Takashi Murakami collaboration. This is a magnet. It's the Cherry Blossom. And it's not official Louis Vuitton, but it is official Takashi Murakami. I purchased this myself directly from the Brooklyn Museum, and it's a really nice magnet. It's actually a pretty thick acrylic. You can see the side view here, and it's the cherry blossom print from Takashi Murakami. So we have the fragrance, the cherry blossom, and a few samples that I'm giving away. One thing I do need to mention to anyone entering the giveaway, unfortunately, because of shipping restrictions on fragrances, this giveaway is open to residents of the United States only, excluding Hawaii and Alaska. This does have to be ground shipped. I cannot air ship it anywhere. So I do apologize to anyone watching internationally. This is for US residents only, but next time I do a giveaway, I will be sure to pick something that I can ship anywhere internationally. If you would like to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is, number 1, just make sure you're subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate that. And leave a comment below. Let me know what types of videos you guys are watching these days. Is it vlogs? Is it commentary videos? Hot topics, upcoming releases? Whatever the case may be, there's no right or wrong answer, but any types of videos that particularly interest you these days, I would love to know. And just let me know that you are entering the giveaway. So that's it. Subscribe and leave a comment. I will have the giveaway open until July 1st. And after I pick the winner, I will announce it on my channel. Probably in a community post, so that will be coming up July 1st. Good luck to everyone who's entering this giveaway, and thank you so much for supporting my channel. As always, I will leave another video up here for you to watch next, and I'll see you in the next one.